Hello, everybody. This is Cookbook Divas. We're here, Carrie and we're doing our meal plan Monday today. I am still waiting for, there we go, an Amazon Live prompt. So we're just going to wait to see if everybody who comes. Hold on a second. Allergies are really bad over here.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so we on Meal Plan Mondays just kind of showcase what we do throughout the week. And Carrie and I both have very different meal plans. So just kind of giving you guys ideas. And then also there's a lot of stuff on Amazon. Oh no, I forgot one of my items, but I'm really excited to talk to you about it because I had no idea it existed. Yeah, so did you want me to go first or do you want to go first?
Yeah, I just want to let people know we're going to chat about our meal plan and some tips on organizing your week food-wise because it's always a nightmare. We're going to share some of the tea that we're drinking lately. Then we're going to go through some cookbooks that we have laying around that we think you might find interesting, and that'll be at the end of the stream after we're done talking about food. And here's the 3 I'm going to look at.
Awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Well, I've kind of integrated my cookbooks with my meal plans because I'm using a lot of cookbooks. I'm trying to cook through everything, all the cookbooks we get, trying to make sure I cook through it and then try to get pictures and videos of it so we could show you guys later. But so let me pull up my meal plan. I'll do the screen share thing. And I tried to bold.
Someone just joined us. I'm hoping you will say hello in the comments and let us know where you're watching from.
Yeah. Hello. All right. So I know it's really hard to see, especially the pink, but on my Monday today, I forgot it's Monday, I had a smoothie today. And I like to use this particular cookbook, and I will make myself bigger again here. All right. Sorry. Taking over, Carrie. So a lot of my breakfasts come from this cookbook, Plant Over Processed. So there's a lot of vegan. It's exclusively plant-based, so it's a lot of vegan recipes, but it's also gluten-free, which is really hard to find. And I love her breakfast options here. So here, I'll pull it up on the carousel. But she gives us a lot of cool ideas on how to do smoothies. Like she's got they're really tasty smoothies. They're probably not super good for you, but I don't care. So she has like a salted caramel vanilla smoothie. We also have, this one's one of my favorites, the frozen hot chocolate smoothie. That's like on a weekend smoothie.
That sounds incredible.
I know. And she does these other things called bowls, which is something I like to do for breakfast as well. And a lot of the bases for her recipes are bananas. So I actually have bananas here on the carousel. You can get a lot of produce on Amazon, which I honestly didn't really realize. But what I like to do is I will actually buy a bunch of bananas and then I will wait until they get ripe. And then I actually freeze them. So I'll peel them and just throw them in a container and freeze them. So then when I make smoothies or bowls or any of that stuff, it's basically like ice cream, but it's just pure banana. And it's really brilliant and it's a great source of energy. I mean, bananas are amazing for nutrition and it's just easy to whip up for smoothies, bowls, I mean, everything, probably even the overnight oats. So that's something I use. And then I also do, if I have so today I didn't have any yogurt. So something I like to use is chia seeds to get some of the other nutritional, I'm blanking on the terminology here for yogurt, like what we usually use yogurt for. But anyway, so this has got a lot of the same digestive properties that are great for you that yogurt has too. This is one of my favorite bags that I like to use for smoothies. I'll sometimes I might put it in a bowl, not oftentimes, but today I use this for my smoothie. And
How long does that giant bag last you? That's huge.
Oh my God, a long time. So you want to make sure that it's refrigerated. It actually says so on the,
because it can go rancid.
Yeah, I actually had that happen to me. I had no idea. And then I was like, oh my God. It says so, like literally on the bag, but this is really awesome, just having a big bag like this. And of course, I'm kind of a nerd with plant milk. I usually alternate plant milks, different kinds, but today I used almond because I threw a party and one of my friends is lactose and he prefers almond milk. So I have now a bunch of almond milk in my house, but I'll use different kinds of plant milks or whatever for my smoothies or bowls or whatever. But today I used plant milk. So that was my breakfast for today. Do you want to talk about your breakfast or do you want me to continue?
Bob has to have the same breakfast every day. It's part of his ritual that makes him a happy person. So I'm always kind of not fighting with him, but I'm trying to shake it up a little. So he has to have eggs, as do I, because I recently am recovering from being anemic. So I just keep eggs for the iron and all the good stuff in them. And I'm a vegetarian, not a vegan.
Yeah.
So we always have scrambled eggs. We always have wheat toast, except once in a while I have to mix it up and do like sourdough English muffins or sourdough toast or just something to be different.
Right.
Then I insist that we have fruit every day.
Oh yeah.
So we'll have bananas a couple days in a row and then raspberries. And if he's cooking, he'll like put a little bit of raspberries on our thing. I'm like, no, we need to eat the entire container. Oh, yeah. They're going to go bad. They're expensive. Let's eat them now.
Absolutely.
Half and half for 2 people is a perfect portion.
Oh yeah.
And then he has to have some kind of sausage. So usually Morningstar Farms, I'm lucky that he can tolerate vegetarian sausage.
Yeah.
So we have that almost every day. And then if it's a day that we work at the food pantry or he's hiking or we're going to do something that expends more energy and calories, then we'll do hash browns.
Ooh.
And I just picked these up because they're already seasoned. So normally we'll season our own potatoes or not even season them. We'll just cook our hash browns and add salt and pepper. But sometimes on weekends we just want a little more flavor or we're busy, we're about to jump somewhere and get in the car. So I cheat by using these. And I'm not making my own hash browns. I'm not grinding up a potato or no.
It's a lot of work.
So
I don't know if there's a lot of payoff.
We either do grits or oatmeal on the big days when we're going to be out and not eat lunch.
Yeah.
And I prefer grits with butter and salt and pepper, and he prefers oatmeal with sugar and berries and cream. So I'm like, not very often. We can't do that.
Oh my God.
Just eat your oatmeal.
Natalia says, I didn't know food could be shared on the live. So cool. Yeah. Exactly.
It is hard to find these things, Natalia, because all the things that I showed on camera, I shopped for on Amazon or Whole Foods or Amazon Fresh. And the app that we use to look up the items to tag them for you doesn't find the items. So it's like, I'll show you, and you can get them on Amazon, but we can't tag the products. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's such a pain to find some of these things too. Even if you write out the exact terminology, it won't pop up the right food. And I'm like, no, I'm not looking for an exercise machine. I'm looking for cheese. It's funny.
So Natalia is another streamer. Feel free to drop your link in our comments so our visitors can visit you too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Awesome.
So that is our breakfast meal plan. But I wanted to tell Katie that her father, Doug, came over to my house this weekend. He visited us. And he made us the most amazing, he did all the breakfast cooking, which is nice because it gave my boyfriend a break. But then I'm thinking, Doug cooks for multiple children a day. I should give him a break. It's my birthday.
He likes it.
He made us a puff pastry asparagus tart. It wasn't quite a quiche.
Oh.
It did have eggs. It had like 4 different kinds of cheese. It had Asiago and goat cheese and something else, Parmesan. It was amazing.
That sounds so good. Oh my God.
So that's what
I'm jealous. Well, happy birthday. It was Carrie's birthday a couple days ago, so hooray, birthday breakfast and weekend. That's awesome.
I should have brought a tiara for the live stream.
Yeah, you should have, for sure.
So that is our breakfast story with me trying to switch up either oatmeal or grits, hash browns or not, fresh fruit every single day, even though Bob's like, oh, I'm getting full. Oh, that's funny. You have room for your sausages and your hash browns. You suddenly don't have room for fruit.
Yep.
All right, there's Natalia's shop. Everybody go visit Natalia too. And I'm going to shut up and let Katie continue with her meal plan Monday.
Oh, goodness gracious. No, sharing is caring. So let's see how I can bring this back up here. Oh, well, I took the whole screen. So basically this is actually easier because now you can actually see it. So on lunch today, I actually made Dan noodles, I believe yesterday. So I have a whole bunch of Dan noodles left over. And that's kind of what I do for my lunches. So Carrie talks about her regular breakfast. For my lunches, we usually have leftovers from the previous day because it's just my husband and I, and usually everything is serving size of 4. So, and that way it's not too monotonous, but you know, everything gets eaten right away. So today I had Dan Dan noodles, and I will show you where I get it from. This is my favorite. I will talk about Jet Tila all the time. I'm sure you're going to see many of lives of me literally talking about Jet Tila. I have a problem. I just love his cookbook. So I use his cookbook all the time. And when I flip through it, you're going to see how messy it is because I use it literally all the time. So there's no actual picture of the Dan Dan noodles, but I did use this recipe here. For those of you that don't know what Dan Dan noodles are, it's basically, we're Westerners, so we kind of compare it to spaghetti, but actually spaghetti comes from China. I don't know if you guys knew that. So
I just read that this morning on Wikipedia. I was like, what?
Yeah. So we were originally going to do fish tacos, but I didn't take out the fish. And I was like, I gotta, you know, Willie was working on the mantle. So I made a really quick Dan Dan. Is super easy to make. It is spicy. So some of the things that they put in there, or at least that I've put in there, and some of these things I can't find on Amazon, but you can usually find them at the grocery store. So that's interesting. Maybe they just need to up their game a little bit. But this these chili flakes definitely are used in the Dan Dan noodles. And then there's like sambal too. So this is pretty common wherever you go, obviously, but I usually have a bunch of these on hand. I'll usually get a pack of 2 because I use it so often, and they're used in marinades and all kinds of stuff. So, and I love spicy food. This is a really awesome brand. It's very popular. I'm sure it's really probably familiar to everybody, but it's cool because it is on Amazon, and I just really enjoy it. The other thing with Dan Dan too is that because it's like spaghetti and I have a gluten intolerance, I can't do like traditional spaghetti noodles. So something that I've been experimenting with is these ramen noodles, because they have just a different texture and they're just a little, I don't know, I think they're more filling than rice noodles, and they're just a different cook. And this is a really cool brand. It's Lotus Foods. It's made with millet and brown rice flour. Let me show you guys what it actually looks like. Hold on.
Hey, Rome just stopped by. Hello, Rome. So glad to have you here.
Hello.
Rome is a tech genius and has helped me figure out so many things to buy to help our live streaming be better. So Rome, please drop your address in the chat below.
Yeah.
So people can follow you and get some tech help with their live streams as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cameras and gear and lighting and all the cool stuff.
That's awesome. No, definitely.
Sorry it took us so long to notice you, Rome. We're over here talking about food and drooling.
Yeah. So some of the things, so the rice ramen noodles, they're like little tiny squares. It's all portioned out for you. It's actually quite perfect. When you cook it, it doesn't lose that texture or that shapeliness that ramen usually has.
I would have thought that was a kitchen sponge when I saw you holding it.
I know,
that's amazing.
It's so small. But it's really awesome. So I use this for my noodles as a substitute because I think it calls for buckwheat. With buckwheat, it depends with gluten-free, but there's some gluten-free brands that do buckwheat. Sometimes they mix everything together and it's not pure buckwheat, so it doesn't make it gluten-free. That's a whole thing. So that's my lunch for today that I just actually finished because I was starving. How was your lunch today?
I haven't had it yet. Cool. I will have it later, but I'm in. Mondays are usually my leftover day if I don't do a good job on Sunday night. Because we'll go to a restaurant Friday and we'll go to a restaurant Saturday. We'll bring home leftovers and eat them Sunday night. But last night I was a bad girl because I'm on vacation and my boyfriend was gone and I had ice cream for dinner. But it's my birthday weekend.
We're adults. We can have ice cream
so
for
I'm
dinner.
thinking my lunch today is going to be this salad kit because it's a busy work day.
Oh, awesome.
You can also buy this via Amazon Fresh or not Whole Foods. It's Taylor Farms Avocado Ranch Chop Mix.
Yeah.
I can't link to it.
Oh, okay.
And it comes with a good avocado dressing that's vegetarian and it doesn't come with any meat. Yay!
Oh, yummy. That sounds awesome. Well, I'm jealous. So let's see. What did I have for dinner? let me post whatever I had for dinner. Do you have your meal plan list up at
I don't,
all?
but I want to point out that we need to stop doing this in pink ink, and I promise I'll change our template for Meal Plan Monday so that it's readable when we throw it up there.
Oh yeah.
So I am by
bold
myself
color.
for most of this week, which is awesome because I can get some work done. Woo, love it. I'm going to be doing lots of live streaming, including tonight at 8 o'clock. We're going to be doing trivia game, play along.
Oh, fun.
Tomorrow we'll be doing a Jane Austen tarot reading.
Oh, I love that. That's
Love
awesome.
it. Lots
Very
of trivia
cool.
games. We're going to do some table topics. But anyway, I am going to eat some burritos, which is not my boyfriend's favorite. So while he's not here, I eat beans and rice almost every day as a lifelong vegetarian who grew up near Mexico. That's one of the things.
Oh, yum.
So, and I'm kind of craving baked beans and cornbread right now, or chili and cornbread.
Ooh, yum. That
So
sounds
I may or may not
awesome.
make homemade chili. I do like having alone time in the kitchen without people pestering me, so this is my chance to really cook. But I also have a crazy busy work week because I'm taking some social media classes that Katie knows about.
Yes. Hooray. That's lots of stuff for you
So
then.
we'll see.
Yeah.
But on the weekend, I probably have some guests coming to visit, so I definitely want to bake ahead a little bit and make some cornbread, but fresh, like close to when they get here.
Ooh.
Then, because if I wait till they get here, they'll get to smell it baking. But I have to time it right because I don't want them to show up and they're unpacking and I'm trying to cook and bake. Like, no, I should be a good hostess and focus on them. So we'll see.
That's a good point. I never thought about it like that.
But I did put some of the Stonewall Kitchen foods that I'm going to use for a shortcut, like cheating. Here they are: cinnamon mixes, donut mixes, cake mixes, Stonewall Kitchen cornbread in case I don't have all the ingredients and I'm too lazy to go to the store.
Oh,
I have them
yum.
all in the carousel down below, and I'm for sure going to make a lemon loaf sliced bread that we can slice up.
Ooh.
Who doesn't love that?
Oh, that sounds amazing. I'm so jealous.
So I put
Yum.
a bunch of Stonewall Kitchen stuff in the carousel, but I did not carry them over to the computer. But
Oh,
I did carry the candle that I'm going to burn today. Archipelago Botanicals is what's burning in my house after I get off this live stream. This one is Charleston, and I like to burn it in spring, especially in a lake house because it's fresh smelling and a little bit floral, but not like floral.
oh.
It's Charleston from their excursion collection, and it's hyacinth, white jasmine, and tuberose. And tuberose
Ooh.
is very like, it reminds me of Hawaii. So I
Yeah.
like to burn it. And then I
Wow.
wanted to share, my Juanita's gluten-free chips made it into the stream. This might be part of my lunch with my salad and then chips and salsa.
Oh, that's my favorite lunch.
And they're gluten-free, Katie
I
can
know,
have them too.
that's my
And you
favorite.
can buy them on Amazon. Woo!
That's awesome. I need
Yes.
to look. We go through so many bags of those. I'm embarrassed. But we have chips and salsa all the time. Oh,
I
so
just
good.
accidentally fell out of the app. I wanted to show you guys what I drink, and I'm gonna finish it because it's not winter anymore. This is Harney's and Sons Winter White Earl Grey Tea.
Ooh.
It's even more bergamot-y and stronger, and they say it's delicate and soothing approach to Earl Grey. I love these tins because it looks really cute in the cabinet, but I drink them so quickly because I drink 3 a day and there's only 20 in here.
Yeah.
So I bought the refill that you can buy on Amazon.
Oh.
This is 50, and it can go into my suitcase. And Shoshana just joined us on YouTube. Welcome back, Shoshana.
Oh, yes.
Yay.
Hi.
Shoshana is going to make a Hello Fresh meal tonight of Louisiana-style tilapia, potato wedges, and red cabbage coleslaw. Ooh, nice.
That sounds really good.
Shoshana loves Harney and Sons tea, and I just love this plastic bag because you can refill your tin, put this attractive tin in the cupboard for guests to see, and then hide this kind of ugly one way in the backpack, so maybe no one will find it and drink up all my stash. So,
Yeah. I do like the tins too, that they're not, they keep the teas fresh rather than the collapsible boxes, because I'll have a whole bunch of tea in there, but then it just gets squished because
yeah, and I like to have a variety because I don't know what my guests want to drink when they get here, so I have every kind of possible tea for them and coffee.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And you
I
can
like
recycle this too.
Yeah, which is
'cause it's
amazing.
tin.
That's awesome. Did you want to showcase some of the Stonewall Kitchen stuff right now, or
I
did
can
you
go
want to
grab
wait?
them while you talk about your stuff.
Yeah,
I'll go grab
sure.
them for later. Put
Definitely.
me off camera. See you guys in a minute.
Okay, I will take you off. Goodbye. Oh, all right. So it's just me now.
Shoshana says she has a ridiculous amount of tea.
Well, I understand. I've got a lot of tea too. Sorry. I'm trying to work out this whole, okay, there we go. I figured it out. My goodness. Okay. So we were talking about, I believe, lunch. We got crazy. So today for dinner, I forgot. I'm actually catching up with a friend who I haven't seen in like 3 years. So I'm really excited. So we're going to go grab dinner today. I don't know where. It's going to be, we're winging it. But Tuesday. So now we're talking more about breakfast. I did make ahead of time. It's called Unbelievably Vegan, and I've been experimenting with this cookbook almost all weekend. It's down in the carousel, and let me showcase this for you guys. Okay, here we go. Lots of camera angles. All right, so one thing that really drew me to this particular recipe was vegan chorizo, and she uses walnuts and sun-dried tomatoes, and I was like, that sounds so genius, and I don't know why I never thought of that before, and I just think it's amazing. So here's her walnut chorizo recipe, which is phenomenal. She uses like I said, the walnuts and dried tomatoes, but she uses the guajillo dried chilies. So you kind of cook that down a little bit, make it soft so you can get a lot of that chili flavor. She uses salt, basically some seasoning, a chorizo seasoning, pretty standard. And I just realized that I didn't put ground cloves in mine, so but it worked out. It actually tastes pretty amazing. I served it to my husband, and he literally had no idea. So that was amazing. So what I actually made for him were with the chorizo was this Papa's and walnut chorizo breakfast taco. I did not use vegan mayonnaise, or not mayonnaise, sour cream, just because I like regular sour cream and I did not want to make any more things. So these were phenomenal. And so some things you can buy on Amazon too. And I know we've all had potatoes before, but I use these golden potatoes. That's something that they require in the recipe. And then you also want these sweet potatoes as well. It's actually really hefty. It serves like 12 tacos, and you cut everything up. You spice it with the taco seasoning. You add the chorizo to the dish, and then you just serve it. You have whatever toppings you want. It is just really amazing. So I was really surprised about it. And yeah, I highly recommend it. So I would totally check this out if you're vegan or you want to experiment with being vegan. This cookbook is just phenomenal. It's down in our carousel, but it's just so good, and it's got all kinds of cool stuff in there. So one thing that I forgot to bring with me, and I think we're okay talking about it, is I didn't realize Kirkland signature. So Costco products, they sell those on Amazon.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Yep. I'm serious.
I could buy Kirkland products without having to go risk my life in the Wenatchee Costco where people are like hurrying to get all their food and freaking out. Wow.
Yes. So I do have a bag of these almonds in my cabinet. I promise. I forgot to bring them, but they're great for all kinds of stuff. And Kirkland has a bunch of stuff on Amazon. And
You're blowing my mind.
I know. I was just kind of looking to find things.
I have to put myself on camera so you can see me going, what?
I know.
How did I not know this?
I was so surprised. So, and then I was like, so why do you need a membership if there's Costco stuff online? So
That's
like some of those big candies or those big tubs of like not Chex Mix, but trail mix and stuff, those are on there. I was like, oh my God, that's so nice and convenient. So that just kind of blew my mind. So the next thing, go ahead.
Excuse me to interrupt, but I just checked because everyone watching is wondering the same thing I was. Do they sell their Kirkland signature toilet paper on Amazon? Yes, they do.
Oh my God. Do they really?
There is
That's so nice.
30 rolls.
Still good.
For $38. And it is Amazon Prime. And they can deliver it to my house on April 8th, 4 days from now. I'm very tempted.
Wow. Oh my God.
That's blowing my mind.
I know. Dude, I know. I was like, there's no way. But apparently there is a way.
I sense a new live stream coming where we show you all the Kirkland Costco stuff we put on Amazon, thanks to Katie being a genius.
Oh my God. I was like, there's so many things I get from Costco, and there have been many times during this whole, the pandemic where I've not wanted to go, but there's no reason. Like, there's just things you need in bulk, like toilet paper.
And I love Costco and I love shopping there, but I don't love the crowds and waiting in line and the giant. I hate it
too. I hate it too. So, yeah. So, yay, that blew my mind as well. So, going back to the meal plan, because I'm struggling here. It's all the ADHD thing going on. I have leftovers for lunch, but for dinner, I actually made this ahead of time, and I will show it to you guys. It's from this cookbook, Eat Habibi Eat. I don't have any, I guess, Mediterranean or Egyptian, or mostly Egyptian-oriented cookbooks. So I was really drawn to this. Plus, it's more of a contemporary style. Ooh, so Shoshana says, I love middle of the day Costco runs. Yes. Yes, that's the only way to do Costco these days, in my opinion. I hate going on Saturday and Sunday. It's the literal worst.
It's a zoo. It is a zoo.
It makes me so angry, and I feel very primal when I go there. I think it's... Anyway, so what I'm making or what I've already prepared for dinner today, it's actually this lamb shoulder feta with orzo and crispy pita. But I've made adjustments for my personal diet since I'm gluten-free. And also lamb, speaking of Costco, was like almost $60. So I was like, I'm not doing lamb.
Where did you... Oh, you didn't do lamb? I was going to say, where do you buy lamb in Seattle? Okay.
Oh, no. Costco has lamb usually.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I substituted beef because I'm not spending $60 on lamb. I love lamb, but I'm just not doing it. So it requires, I don't think I have, here's it in the carousel. I'm not just serving the beef with the rice. I'm actually using rice too instead of orzo, because orzo is technically little noodles. So we're also serving it with Brussels sprouts because I need some roughage. And one of my favorite little sauces that I like to put on Brussels sprouts with this whole dish, it's the Nana's Nana Pia's Balsamic Glaze is really nice.
Ooh, is it really thick?
Yeah, yes.
Yum. So I don't like watery glazes.
Yeah, it's super thick. It's like if you were to do a balsamic reduction from the restaurants and get that really thick balsamic glaze, it's really nice because I don't have to go and reduce balsamic vinegar myself. It's really tasty, and it's great on lots of stuff, honestly. And it's great in marinades too. But I like to add it just a little bit on my Brussels sprouts when I bake them, and then I just put a little bit, and it's awesome. Plus, the vinegar is really nice with this particular dish because it's really tomatoey and kind of, it's got, I don't know, for some reason for me, Mediterranean dishes and also the vinegar flavor go well with each other. I don't know if that makes sense. But that's something that's on my list for the next day. I can't remember what day we're on. Tuesday.
I wanted to welcome our YouTube viewers. Please be sure to drop us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from and what you're making for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
And Shoshana says, lamb is expensive.
Oh my God. It is. Yeah. I didn't realize it was that expensive, but I guess it is. What are you doing for... Oh, you already kind of went over your dinner a little bit this week, didn't you? Oh, sorry.
The plan for me for the week is soup and salad lunches. Something I can make really fast in between live streaming and blogging and all the things that we do for Cookbook Divas and our many other blogs. And we're creating shoppable videos.
Yeah.
For things like anything we bought on Amazon in the house that you might like to know about. And I'm going to do a shoppable video for these cups that I bought that are super cute, and they come in 6 or 7 colors. And when I hold them in my hand, you can see how big they are and how much tea they hold.
Yeah.
As opposed to, I'm trying to find it in the stream. I'm actually bummed because we didn't do enough dishes that I couldn't add.
I think it's these ones.
I wanted to use my yellow or my orange cup instead of this boring navy one, but it does match my shirt, so...
I do love your dishes. I love watching your stream of all of your dishware. the lake house. It's so pretty.
I'm going
It's
to do
just
that again
pretty.
after I tidy the kitchen up today and run
Yeah.
the dishwasher. It's so noisy, there's no way I can have it on during a live stream. So that's my excuse to not have to unload the dishwasher quite yet today.
It's beautiful. I love your dishware.
My plan for the week is eat lots of stuff my boyfriend wouldn't care for. So I'm going to do a tofu heavy stir fry with lots and lots of tofu. I'm going to eat burritos, a lot of those, and rice. He would like the rice part of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to try not to go to the really good Mexican restaurant in town. It's so tempting, but I went there twice last week, so I need to control myself. And then when my guests come over on Friday, depends on when they leave. If they arrive, I have a traditional lake house welcome meal. If people leave Seattle after work at 6, they get stuck in horrible traffic, especially on summer weekends. They don't get to my lake house until 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, yeah.
And some of them stop and eat in a little town on the way, and some of them don't. And I never know, because no one's going to text me, we just ate, you don't have to feed us. So I always have a traditional spaghetti dinner waiting when they get here at 10 o'clock at night. So I delay my dinner just in case. I mean, I will be snacking on chips, I guarantee you. But I have like an easy spaghetti with red sauce. And then if I know someone gluten-free is coming, I have a second pan of that too. And then just a garlic bread that I buy at the store and a big old salad. And many times people have walked in the door at 10 o'clock at night after being on the road and they're like, oh, thank God there's dinner. Where's the wine?
That's awesome.
If they happen to play hooky and take off early, if they left at 2, they could be here at 5:30, and then we would go out to dinner in town before all the other tourists arrive.
Elisa Howell. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Elisa, for following. Glad to have you here. Drop us a note with where you're watching from.
Absolutely. Love to hear from you guys.
Are you ready for my little spiel about my Stonewall kitchen?
Oh, if you would like to do that, I will definitely take a break from my more involved, crazy meal plan because I'm nuts.
We're going to continue.
Okay.
Yeah, you are Katie is a planner.
Well, I have to be, otherwise I'm crazy.
Elisa is watching us from Iowa. Hey,
oh,
we're in
nice.
Washington State, and Katie is in the western part of the state, and I'm in the eastern.
Yes, completing the whole entire state.
And you have rain, and I have sun and wind.
No, I have sun and wind too. Yeah.
Oh.
It's pretty nice out today.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah, I know. We got really lucky.
So I am a cookbook blogger, but that doesn't mean that I am a genius of cooking. I'm trying to find this cornbread.
I think I found it.
You help me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I use box mixes when I have a crazy work week. I have guests coming over. I have limited time in the kitchen, and I live right now. I'm in a town that has maybe 600 people here right now, and one grocery store. There's a Costco 45 minutes away. So I'm probably going to rely on this rather than go through my vacation house cupboards hoping I have cornbread supplies and baking powder and all that stuff. So I use Stonewall Kitchen, but I always do something to these mixes to doctor it up to kind of give it my own or make it feel more homemade. And they smell really good when they're cooking. So this is the cornbread mix that I would serve with baked beans, and I'm not going to make baked beans from scratch, but one of my friends coming this weekend might do that for us and show us how to do it. Excuse me. So cornbread mix, I would open a can of pickled jalapenos and drain off the juice and put a whole bunch of the jalapenos or the diced chiles that you get in the Mexican section of the supermarket, which they're starting to finally call the international aisle. Yeah. But in the town that I'm in, it still says the word Mexican on the sign. Okay. So I would add some of those to the cornbread mix, but I might put aside a couple that don't have it because it can be a little bit too spicy for people. But I'm a super spice wimp myself, and I can do it. So this mix needs 1 egg, 1 cup of milk, which I just went to the store and forgot to get milk because I don't drink it. I only use it when I bake. So now I have to go back to the store. And a half or a third cup of vegetable or canola oil is what the cornbread mix needs.
Cool.
What I would do to customize the lemon pound cake mix is I would definitely lay lemons on top that I sliced really thin with my mandolin.
Oh.
I could put some sprigs of fresh lavender, except my lavender isn't blooming yet here because there was snow at my house like 2 weeks ago, so I don't have lavender yet.
Wow.
Or I could put rosemary on top. Or I could just leave it be and have it completely sweet and no savory. So the lemon pound cake mix, which I hope we're focusing on. Are you helping me?
Yeah, I am.
Yes, thank you. You're a lifesaver. You need unsalted butter, 3 large eggs. at room
Ooh.
temperature. So you have to plan ahead and take them out of the fridge. Then you need 3 tablespoons of fresh lemon zest. And I do have a lemon zester in this vacation house. Yay!
Oh my God.
Half cup of milk, and then you need lemon juice for the glaze because you're going to have this bag of powder. Well, let's look at it. It'll come with 2 separate bags.
Jonathan Yard is saying
glaze.
Hello, by the way, from Texas. Hello.
Jonathan, you're back. Hey.
Yes, hello. Just
Thanks
wanted
for
to pop
noticing
in.
That. Glad to have you back, Jonathan.
Yeah.
So this is the glaze. You just add a little lemon juice to it, stir it, and then drizzle it on top of the cake. And I don't do it when the cake is still hot because that makes the glaze just go and melt. I like to drizzle it where it stays so you can see a pattern or something.
Yeah.
So then, if I wanted to do blueberry scone mix, and I'm not sure we have that in our carousel, there's not much I can do to personalize blueberry scone mix unless I threw in some almonds or something, which I wouldn't necessarily have to do. I would just bake these as is. And from this one, you just need a half cup of cold milk and 10 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Has to be cold and cut into small pieces or shredded so that your scones have the right texture that you're going for, because they're not muffins. We don't want them fluffy. We want them kind of dense and chewy.
Whoa.
So then I could, and I'm not going to bake these all for one weekend. I only have a couple guests coming, but I'm going to be here a few weeks. So one of these weekends, I'll make the cinnamon bun mix, but I am personally allergic to cinnamon. It hurts my tongue. So I'll make it for other people, but it's kind of torturous to smell it baking.
I'm sorry.
So you need unsalted butter, milk, a 1/4 cup of raisins is optional. I wouldn't personally add raisins to this. Would you guys? I don't know. That's not my thing. Raisins are delicious. I don't need them in my cinnamon buns, but some people I guess do. And then you need milk for the icing. So that's cinnamon bun mix. And how many does it make? It only makes 6 buns. So that's a good small portion.
Yeah.
So probably these are a little expensive. If you had a group of 12 people over, I'm not going to spend $24 to home make these. I would just go to the store and buy cinnamon, but or do it from scratch if that was the case. I have 2 more Stonewall Kitchen mixes, and then we'll hand off to Katie to continue chatting about her meal plan. And at the end of our video, I'm going to look through floral libations, tiny food party, and getting ready for summer, Yes Way Rosé. And I might drink a glass of rosé on camera while I look through this book.
Ooh,
Amazon
jealous.
wants us to drink in moderation, so I will.
Yes.
This is Cinnamon Swirl Quick Bread Mix, which is easier to make than the cinnamon buns that you have to kind of twist and shape. So I might make this one first. You need 2 large eggs at room temperature, so plan ahead. 3/4 cup of water, a 1/4 cup of either canola or vegetable oil, and a teaspoon of vanilla, which I do have, but I don't have the good expensive baker's kind of vanilla. I just have the cheap alcohol-y weird stuff. But I would throw it in there.
Yeah.
And this makes 1 8-inch loaf in my loaf pan. And my final Stonewall Kitchen mix is a savory one that I would accent with fresh rosemary on top from my garden here. It's rosemary parmesan quick bread mix. And I actually could probably add a little fresh parmesan on top. Well, not fresh, but grated parmesan on top if I wanted to. The only thing you need for this, and this is great for pantry staples when you're at someone else's house, you're not sure what they have, you only need a 12-ounce beer or club soda and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. That's all you need to make this.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
They recommend some variations. You could stir in a 1/2 cup of coarsely chopped olives, like Kalamata or Spanish or black, when you're adding the beer and olive oil. I would probably do that.
Yeah.
Or you could stir in coarsely chopped sun-dried tomatoes, which I would probably drain and pat dry, and olives. Or you could brush the top of the loaf with kosher salt or fresh grated Parmesan cheese after baking. After baking, not before. Good to know.
Oh, yum.
So that's my
sounds
Stonewall Kitchen cheater mixes.
Ooh, I love it.
Just because I have 100 cookbooks in the house doesn't mean I have time to bake from scratch. Sorry.
Oh my God. No, absolutely. Yeah. No, I understand. I love all the mixes you've provided me. Usually a lot of mixes have not had gluten-free options, but now I'm seeing more and more do. So I'm really excited to utilize them. But so far I've been getting used to all my cooking stuff. I think, let me see what I've got going on here. So dinner, I think on Thursday is where I left off. And I'm excited because I think a lot of people will like this cookbook. let me find it. It is the Comfortable Kitchen. This is by Alex Snodgrass. I know she was a really big, I think, advocate for Whole30 is what I believe she was kind of in. I don't care about that stuff, honestly. I just like food, and I'm not ashamed of it. So, what I'm going to make out of her cookbook, though, is really awesome, and it looks super good. Let me find it. It's a poblano rice, and it looks like she uses shrimp. Oh my goodness, I should have bookmarked this. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm slacking right now. But she uses a shrimp, she uses shrimp, but I'm gonna use chicken instead and wraps bacon around it. I'm gonna attempt the shrimp thing. Oh my goodness, seriously.
Oh, your husband is gonna be so happy to come home from work today.
I know,
on that day. Sorry.
I know, with bacon. I love bacon. Oh, here, finally, I think I found it. No, I didn't. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me just go through this cookbook anyway, just really briefly, because it is really nice. If you're somebody who has a lot of dietary restrictions, this is actually kind of nice because it labels everything with gluten-free, vegetarian, nut-free, I think even soy-free, paleo, if you're into any of the dieting stuff, there might be some indicators for that. But you have on the very top here anything that's free of, which is super nice and convenient. And then she does offer alternatives, and there's a whole slew of really awesome dinner and snack recipes in general, which is really nice.
We have a viewer joining us on Facebook on our Cookbook Divas page, but I don't know how to read your name. So hello, thanks for watching.
Hello. Yes.
Is it Persian or Arabic letters?
Ooh. Oh, beautiful. So some of these dishes, I really want to find the dish I'm actually making. I'm just really sad that I can't flip right to it. Of course I can't. I have cooked a lot of her salads out of here. She has some really awesome, more hefty salads. So something I'm actually going to be making for dinner the following day. It's her harvest salad with miso dressing, and it is super simple to make. I was just like kind of floored. I forgot to take care of the carousel, so you guys can actually go find this on Amazon yourself. But I just love all of her different salad options, and it doesn't, you're not losing the flavor, which is my big thing, and you're really full afterwards. I mean, seriously, like super full. I had this balsamic steak salad with creamy gorgonzola dressing like a month ago, and it was so good. So good. So I do recommend this cookbook. There's a lot of really great recipes for family, friends, not really like restrictive, which is something that I'm not a huge fan of, but still providing a lot of healthy recipes. And you can get, but they're packed with flavor. Oh my goodness. Here's the recipe I'm actually going to make this week. It's a shrimp bruschette skillet with poblano rice, but I'm substituting the shrimp for chicken because shrimp's a little pricey for me right now. Choosing Happy says hello. Choosing
nice
Happy.
To see you, Choosing Happy. Thanks for coming by.
Yes. I'm really excited about this because I've been trying to utilize more peppers. We're growing peppers. So we're growing jalapenos, and I think we're going to try to grow some poblanos too. And I want to, I guess, incorporate more recipes when that utilize the garden I'm trying to make, if that makes sense. So I'm excited.
The garden that you're going to succeed in making. Yes. I have faith.
Yes, me too. So one of my big go-to breakfasts, speaking of eggs and kind of having staple breakfast, I just like a standard egg sandwich. And being gluten-free, it can be a little hard. You can't, like the bread thing. So my favorite bread brand is actually Fran's bread. And I know it's really small, so I'm not going to take it out of the bag, but probably the toast size is probably that small. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but it's really like this potato is about maybe a little tiny bit smaller than the size of bread. It's not that big, but the texture is kind of where I'm sold because I like the texture of it so much. So that's something that we usually have for breakfast is we'll make like a sandwich of some kind. And we also really enjoy. I had no idea that Beecher's was on Amazon too. But they
Do
they
not
have
tell me that, you evil
they
person.
have
I
Beecher's.
don't want to know that I can get cheese on Amazon delivered to my house.
Yes, you can get Beecher's. So I know it's hard to tell because I eat so much cheese. So they have the flagship Beecher's cheese, which is like the 15-year aging cheddar cheese. They have like it's okay priced on Amazon. I think it's like 2 pounds of cheese. It's a lot of cheese. They have another one that's like 9 pounds of cheese for $100 some odd dollars, and I was like, I don't even know how you could grate 9 pounds of cheese. Like trying to grate 9 pounds of cheddar cheese would just sound awful. But they have
tempted to get that for a wine industry party.
Oh my
just
God.
have a giant wheel of cheese and give people knives and say, "Have at it."
That actually is brilliant. That'd be so funny. But so Beecher's is on Amazon, and they don't just have like the 15 flagship 15-year aged cheese, but they have like all of their different flavor variations, which is nice because you don't often find all of the flavors in one place at the grocery store. I might find one different flavor. It's usually only the the flagship cheddar cheese at wherever I go. So it's really nice that Amazon has a lot of the different flavor variations just kind of right there. So if you ever wanted to do like an industry party, you can have just all these awesome Beecher's very like varied cheeses. So that's super cool. And I think, oh goodness, here's the rest of my meal plan Monday. So we kind of already did go over the banana spinach smoothie. My friend is actually going to spend the night at my house, and we are going to make they're very similar things, but we're doing a Spam mayo bowl. So it's basically just like a stir fry with egg and this stuff called QP, which is kind of the best mayonnaise in the entire world. It's Japanese mayonnaise. It's a little sweeter. Yes.
Sweeter. Oh.
It's very tasty.
So
and you can
maybe
put it
for coleslaw?
Yes. Definitely. You can hard-boiled eggs for any of those potato salad, macaroni
Deviled
salads.
Eggs.
Deviled. Yeah. It's great like so that creamy stuff that you find usually on sushi. So like if you see that white drizzled stuff, that's this. So highly recommend QP. It's really tasty, but we're doing Korean street toast as well, which I don't.
What?
Yeah, so we're doing that for breakfast. And
does it have pickled stuff on it, I'm guessing, or?
I think it does. I think there's like pickled onions in it and carrots and not cabbage, but I like kimchi and she does too. So we'll probably pack a bunch of kimchi on there just because. But yeah, so that's kind of. Oh, and one more thing. I'm so sorry. So I had no idea that there was an angel food cake mix at all.
I remember you saying that last week on our live stream.
Oh God. Yeah. I have missed angel food cake. That was my favorite cake when I was growing up. My grandma really loved angel food cake, so that was kind of our like thing. And I haven't had it in years, like at least a decade. So I'm super excited to try this. So I'm going to bake it on Saturday, and I'll let you know how it goes. But this brand has a bunch of really awesome gluten-free baked good options. So I highly recommend it. So that's kind of my week for meal plans. It's a little crazy, but yeah. So what is your cookbooks? You're going to talk about cookbooks, right?
As long as I unmute myself.
We're going to start doing charades, you guys. That would be fun, actually.
So I am obsessed with Tiny Food Party, and if you could find it in the carousel, you would save my life.
I saved it.
I love everything about this because it's so creative, but it would be difficult to throw a party for multiple people because these are tiny bite-sized foods and they take a lot of hands-on work, and your guests show up at your party hungry. But look at these baby tacos.
Oh,
and just tiny little nipples.
God. Wow.
I love this cookbook.
That's so cute.
Tiny food tastes so good. So this is mini crab cakes. This is mini lemon lime fizzes, so it would be like a little quick shot or something. Quirk Books is the publisher. These are baby bolinos de Calhow, I don't know how to say that. I better get some glasses because it's a tiny print. Teeny chicken parmesan crostini. And what are these purple ones? Mini homemade Pop-Tarts.
That's so cute.
Tiny snickerdoodle ice cream sandwiches. And petite raspberry champagne cocktails. Well, I don't want a petite cocktail. I want a big one. So and these are pint-sized desserts, petite eclairs. Oh, these are dainty chocolate raspberry tarts. Excuse me. So this is by Terry Lynn Fisher and Jenny Park. Quirk Books. It came out all the way back in 2012, and I bought it immediately. I can't say I've thrown a party using many of these recipes, but I have served one of these tiny foods at a party when people showed up, and I gave them this little plate, like a miniature enchilada. Was like, oh, look, it's a tiny enchilada, and they thought it was funny. But those tiny enchiladas took a long time to make.
Yeah.
So the table of contents I'll run through, and then I'll show you some of the examples of the adorable tiny foods. Tiny snack party is adorable appetizers. Tiny dinner party is itty bitty entrees. Tiny dessert party, a little something sweet. And then tiny cocktail party, darling drinks. And then supplies and equivalents. Introduction. Your parents may have taught you never to play with your food, but in this book we encourage it. Well-crafted finger foods beat cheese and crackers or veggies and dip any day. In a world where bigger is better, we think tiny is terrific. We've taken big ideas and shrunk them down into bite-sized appetizers that are fun and easy to make. So here's the appetizer chapter. Pretty.
Ooh, wow.
These are bite-sized caprese skewers using cherry tomatoes. 2-bite savory scones. Kimchi deviled eggs is right up Katie's alley.
Yum.
A little menu for a tiny barbecue picnic. A small secret, quail eggs. They say quail eggs are easier to come by than you might think. You can find them at gourmet grocery stores and Asian supermarkets. Mini crab cakes. But you'd have to make a lot if your guests got greedy, because your guests might want to eat 4 of them and you only have 20 of them and you have 10 guests. Everybody gets 1. Or you're cooking all day. 1-bite onion rings. I probably wouldn't serve these because they get greasy and cold so fast. Like, unless you can really pop them out of the oven. And it only serves 4 to 6 people. So I would probably... They're beer-battered shallot rings. They're not actually onions.
Oh my god. That's so
I've made
small.
something like this. Seafood cocktail cups.
Whoa.
But I didn't use seafood. I forget what I used. Some kind of cheese and mushrooms instead. But they look so pretty.
Yeah.
Savory Korean pancakes called Pajyeon. Tiny vegetarian food party. Small potato samosas.
Yummy.
I'm going to skip ahead because I can't show you the whole book. Tiny taquitos. Don't just buy the ones at Trader Joe's. Snack-sized beef empanadas. That's a lot of work to make them tiny. I kind of wish they had a human's hand in here.
Oh my god, they really do need a thing like that.
They did it to size and my finger is the size of the thing. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
It's hard to know comparisons. Little sweet potato latkes. Addictive arepas. Baby-sized shepherd's pies. Those are so cute.
Those are cute.
Oh my gosh.
I love the piping on it.
Super small deep dish pizzas. I bet though when you bite into that, that's got to be mostly crust. And you're like, wait, I need some cheese. Barbecue pulled pork sandwiches, but they're baby-sized. Little lamb sliders. Tiny chicken and waffles. Tiny stuffed French toast triangles. Is there room to stuff them? Oh my gosh, you guys, get ready to be blown away. Itty-bitty country-style eggs Benedict.
Oh, it's already hard enough doing a regular one.
Are they using quail eggs?
Oh my god. That's like 2 seconds.
They're using quail eggs, yeah.
No way. Oh my god.
Mini banh mi sandwiches. So you can kind of tell by the size of the toothpick how tiny they
Wow.
are. But
That's so
I do wish
small.
they had more size comparisons. Mac and cheese bites.
Yum.
Now we're in the... What chapter did we just jump into? Oh, desserts. Okay, this will be fun. I'll just find a couple of the best ones. 1-bite white chocolate cheesecakes.
Oh, yum.
That's killing me. Cinnamon spiced baby cupcakes. I used to have an obsession with tiny cupcakes. itty bitty candied bacon churros, which we would make with gluten-free flour for Katie. Baby Boston cream cakes. So cute. Let's get to oh my God, the tiny Pop-Tarts is just killing me. That's so cute.
It's real cute.
Sweet corn ice cream tacos.
Wow.
Let's get into the petite raspberry champagne cocktails.
Whoa. Wait, okay.
So there's the raspberry.
Okay,
so
that's
tiny.
tricky.
Like, Jonathan says cookbooks are so addictive. I know.
Yes, they are.
Mini orange creamsicles.
That sounds delicious.
And little coffee cake cocktails.
Cute.
So that is Tiny Food Party. And next,
oh my God.
I'm going to blow your mind with a beautiful, let me put my book down, floral libations. I don't know if you can tell that they have like a holographic print on the title.
Oh yeah, you can.
It's 41 fragrant drinks and ingredients by Cassie Winslow, the founder of Deco Tartlet, which I'm assuming is a blog. Photographs by Don Lee. Chronicle Books is the publisher. They make so many amazing books and cookbooks. It's a cute little handheld. I would totally bring this as a hostess gift if I was spending the weekend at someone's house and if the lady's like has a rose garden or something. This is so pretty. Here you'll find more than 40 lovely recipes with or without alcohol that blend the flavors of flowers into refreshing beverages. Try an iced lavender cafe au lait to start your day, garden party sangria for happy hour, and an elderflower hot buttered rum to serve guests after dinner.
Oh, yeah.
I should have made sangria this weekend for your mom, Katie.
Oh, she would have loved that.
Well, she didn't have a shortage of alcohol.
No,
okay.
I'm sure.
Floral Libations by Cassie Winslow. Let's check out. It came out in 2019. The chapters are a floral pantry, morning beverages, afternoon delights, after supper drinks. Okay. The authors encourage us to take ourselves on a culinary adventure and explore the unique flavors of flowers. Elegant, tasty blooms are becoming more easily accessible every day, and thank goodness. And where to shop for edible flowers locally. Always buy organic flowers, they remind us, and the difference between dried versus fresh flowers and why you would care. Love Letter to the Rose.
Oh, cute.
A floral pantry. Rose salt. I do not have that. Lavender sugar. I can make myself once my lavender blooms out here.
Yeah.
Rose petal sugar. Garden party sugar using hibiscus flowers, chamomile flowers, dried lavender, rose petals, and dried calendula. So you have some shopping to do. Lilac simple syrup.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
I'm guessing a little bit of that goes a long way. And I do have lilac trees in my Seattle backyard.
Ooh.
Tempting. But they bloom such a short time. Carrot orange and chamomile simple syrup. Okay, now we're getting to the drink recipes because this is lavender gin. How gorgeous is that?
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Gosh. Those of you just joining us, we're looking through floral libations and we're getting really thirsty. Tips on using floral pantry items and other recipes. Morning beverages, here we go. Dark chocolate rose mocha. Hibiscus tea latte would not be my first pick. I don't like the flavor of hibiscus. Dandelion tea cinnamon cappuccino is a recipe I've never heard of before.
I don't think I've had dandelions, like dried, that weren't fresh.
Well,
as a
they
child,
might require fresh ones.
Interesting. I always thought they were pretty bitter, but maybe I was a kid.
Actually, they don't. They ask you to use a dandelion tea bag.
Oh, yeah. I see. All right.
Carrot orange and chamomile peach smoothie.
Whoa, that's beautiful.
Cantaloupe and nasturtium bellini. Now, I have eaten nasturtiums before in salad.
Oh my God.
But not in a bellini. Watermelon, rosemary flower, aguas frescas.
Huh.
Lilac greyhounds. Ooh. Very tempting. Raspberry hibiscus jam shrubs. That picture is just gorgeous.
I know.
It's killing me.
It is
lavender
beautiful.
Lemonade with lavender gin.
Beautiful.
That wouldn't be everyone's quote-unquote cup of tea, but it sounds good to me. Plum rosewater gin and tonic. Hey, I have plum trees. They want you to chop it. Orange blossom Moscow mule.
Wow.
I have miniature orange trees at my Seattle house, and I would be able to get a blossom off of them once in a while.
That's so pretty.
Pansy margaritas. I just want a margarita, but now I'm tempted to drive into town to go to Costco now and see what's going on. Pink grapefruit and chamomile palomas. Because it'd be interesting to be in Costco with my phone and checking which items are on Amazon while I'm there.
Right. Sneaky.
Garden party sangria. Look how beautiful that is.
I love that.
Ooh. After supper drinks. Hibiscus vanilla floats. They're really into hibiscus in this book. Rose salted caramel shakes. I don't think I need rose in my milkshake that badly, personally. Jasmine apple cider, I would definitely drink. Oh
wow. These are really
do
great.
One more, and then we'll... Oh, nope, we're done. That was
your
little look through of floral libations. And my final book today, Getting Ready for Summer, Yes Way Rosé, a guide to the pink wine state of mind. Erica Blumenthal and Nikki Hugener are the authors. It is Running Press, one of our other favorite cookbook companies. They ask, are you ready to partay?
Oh my God.
It's kind of a silly book. But it's pretty, and it gives me lots of ideas for hosting this summer when everyone who comes to my lake house wants to drink rosé on a hot day. Well, not everyone. My boyfriend drinks beer. Okay. It came out in 2019, and it has a very simple table of contents. Our story, Rosé 101, Rosé Vibes Only, Are You Ready to Partay? And they have Rosé Astrology.
Oh my God.
And a glossary. So here's the ladies and how rosé changed their lives once they met each other, la la la. Without looking for it, we had found our drink and our calling. Let's get to the photos. They started the big Yes Way Rosé trend online in the hashtag on Instagram, which is now cluttered up with stuff that has nothing to do with rosé. Straight E students. We could talk about wine for hours now, but back when we started Yes Way Rosé, we had close to zero wine knowledge. Okay. A year in Provence. It looks like the Zodiac. The circle of life for rosé from grape to glass is an annual journey tied to the seasons. The process kicks off in the summer when Mediterranean heat brings a bounty of grapes to life. Ah, Rosé-topia. And some vineyards, nice pictures. So you're going to learn a lot from this book, but Rosé 101 says don't judge a rosé by its color. I would argue that you sometimes can, because some of the darker ones are a hot mess if they have too many varietals in them. Gorgeous photography in this book. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Friendly reminder, there is no wrong answer, and yes, you can drink rosé after Labor Day. Dang right. Pop till you drop. You can get sparkling rosé. And you can stack your glasses like that, but I wouldn't risk it because I'm clumsy. How to safely open Bubbly. We definitely need tips. Do not cut yourself on this foil. You can really bleed a lot. Oh, geez. They found a pink globe. Really?
Wow.
I hope that's photoshopped.
Rosé geography.
France. Rosé Beyond Provence. So they really want you to learn a lot, which is good. Rosé south of the equator. We grow a lot of rosé grapes here in Washington State. We make fabulous, usually Provençal rosés, so they're very, very light and pale in color. Rosé Vibes Only. Are we going to get to some recipes? Tickled pink. Not yet. I'm looking. A color wheel. Okay, I see some pizza that we're pairing. Dry rosé. So this is not necessarily a cookbook. It is a guide to rosé wine, but I think there are some recipes. Rosé mixology. Okay, Earth Angel. Thank you. A rosé cocktail.
Ooh.
Yes Way Sangrone. The puns are just not funny, people. Blame it on the rosé.
Whoa, that's pretty.
It's the spring formal. Can
That
you imagine
glass
that on
is
a
insane.
95-degree day?
Yeah.
Frosé-manade popsicles.
Oh, wow.
Recipes for a good time. Okay, I think that's rosé-infused cake. Yes Way cheese tray. Ladies. Yes Way charcuterie.
This is for you.
Sunday fun day. pink Bad Ombre pancakes.
Whoa.
That's pretty stunning.
It is.
Grapefruit rosé mimosa. Yes, please. I'll take 2. Yes Way parfait. Ladies' night and how to host it with rosé. Tuna tartare crisps.
Huh.
PB&F prosciutto, butter, and fig sandwich. Shine bright like a beet risotto. Slow roasted salmon with olive crouton vinaigrette.
Yum.
Somehow involving rosé in there somewhere. Rosewater vanilla cake paired with rosé. Mastering the art of French drinking, a Julia-inspired dinner party with pan-roasted haricot verts with pine nuts paired with rosé. Ooh, what's this? What are all those little rosemary honey creme brulee? Is what those are. Yes Way ceviche. Okay, I'm done. That's I can't handle the
too many dad jokes. Too many dad jokes.
So that's the Yes Way Rosé cookbook. I hope you enjoyed the tour of that. I'm going to do a shoppable video on Amazon for this and try to not make fun of the ladies' puns, and I'm going to try and do it with a straight face. So, any final parting comments on your meal plan?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I feel pretty proud of what I will be eating this week. Using a lot of the different cookbooks that we have too, which is something I'm really, really trying to do, and getting some more videos so you guys can find that in other places. But yeah, it's quite an adventure, all of these awesome cookbooks and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to keep doing this, the meal plans. I'm excited to hear how your Stonewall Kitchen thing turns out as well.
Yes, thank you so much. I just muted someone who likes to troll us. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.